Hi, hello everyone! I'm Toshi from Japan and tourist guide for foreigners. In this video, I'll show you
9 new things Japan has changed in 2025. Japan is getting more popular than ever. In January 2025, a record-breaking 3.78 million tourists visited Japan, which is a massive 40.6% increase from last year. With more visitors coming in, a lot of changes are happening. Some good, some not so great. On the bright side, Japan announced a limited-time 50% discount on Shinkansen tickets, and some travelers can now go through immigration much faster with shorter wait times. But on the downside, tourists in Osaka now have to pay new fees, and Shinkansen prices have gone up in some areas. In this video, I'll break down 9 important updates you need to know before your trip. These will help you travel smarter, avoid surprises, and make the most of your time in Japan. Plus, I also offer guided tour in Japan, travel itineraries based on trip duration and area, and recommendations for unique cultural experiences.
You can find more information in the description below. So, let's get started.
Number 1. 50% off Shinkansen tickets. Great news for travelers. JR East is offering a 50% discount on Shinkansen and limited express train tickets, but only for a limited time and only through online booking. This special deal covers trains from Tokyo to places like Sendai, Akita, Niigata, and Nagano, as well as routes from Tohoku to Hokkaido. The discount applies to rides between May 12th and May 30th, 2025, but there are some conditions. Tickets are limited, and you must book on the Ekinet website between 1 month and 21 days before departure. I put the booking link in the description, so check it out if you're interested. This is a great chance to explore Japan's Tohoku, Hokkaido, Shinetsu, and Hokuriku regions, which offer stunning nature, traditional culture, and unique local experiences.
If you've been thinking about visiting Japan's countryside, this is the perfect time to go and at half the price.
Number 2. New 10-day pass for foreign visitors. Exciting news for travelers planning to explore Japan beyond the big cities. JR East is introducing a new 10-day JR East pass for international visitors. Until now, the pass was only available for 5 days, but starting April 15, 2025, you'll be able to purchase a 10-day version, valid for travel starting May 15th. This pass is a great option if you're visiting Tohoku, including cities like Aomori, Akita, Sendai, and more. It allows unlimited rides on Shinkansen, limited express trains, and local trains connecting Tokyo and the Tohoku region. The price is 48,000 yen for adults and 24,000 yen for children. Compared to the 5-day pass, which costs 30,000 yen for adults, this new version offers much better value, especially for longer trips. With this pass, you can explore Japan's stunning countryside, enjoy hot springs, breathtaking nature, and historic towns, all while saving money on transportation. Many of you have asked about visiting Japan's regional areas, and this is a fantastic opportunity to do so.
If you are looking for the best spots to visit in rural areas, check out my previous videos where I share top recommendations.
Number 3. New Shinkansen prices in 2025. Budget tips for train travel in Japan. Big bad update for anyone planning to travel around Japan by Shinkansen. Starting April 2025, fares for the Tokaido, Sanyo, and Kyushu Shinkansen will increase. The exact price hikes vary by route, but the Kyushu Shinkansen will see increases of up to 15%. If you're visiting Japan, chances are you'll be traveling between multiple cities, and many tourists rely on the Shinkansen to get around. That means this price increase could have a big impact on your travel budget. But don't worry, there are still ways to save money. In the previous section, I talked about discounted train tickets, so make sure to check those out. Also, if you want the latest updates on Japan's public transportation, including other Shinkansen lines and money-saving tips, I've covered them in my past videos.
Make sure to plan ahead and take advantage of the best deals so you can enjoy your Japan trip without overspending.
Number 4. New travel tax in Osaka from 2025. Here is how it affects you. If you're planning to visit Osaka, here's an important update about accommodation costs. As I mentioned in my previous video, I talked about Kyoto's hotel tax increase, and I mentioned that other areas in Japan might follow. Well, it's happening. Osaka has now announced a hotel tax hike starting September 1st, 2025. The tax amount depends on the room rate, but one major change is that the minimum taxable amount is being lowered from 7,000 yen to 5,000 yen. This means more travelers will now have to pay the tax. Osaka plans to use the additional revenue for major events after Expo 2025 and to promote tourism across the prefecture. Also, Osaka is considering introducing a new tourist tax for international visitors ahead of the Expo.
I'll keep you updated with any new information, so please subscribe to my channel.
Number 5. Faster Traveler Program. Japan is more popular than ever among international travelers, but that also means longer immigration lines at the airport. A friend of mine from the US recently told me he had to wait over an hour just to get through immigration. That's a huge hassle, right? Well, Japan is working on a solution. The government has introduced a faster traveler program, which allows certain foreign travelers to use automated immigration gates instead of waiting in those long lines. I actually mentioned this in a previous video, saying Japan was considering an automated system for foreign visitors. But after looking into it further, I found out that some travelers can already use it. This system is called the Trusted Traveler Program, or TTP. If you qualify, you won't need to go through the usual immigration counters. Instead, you can just scan your passport and fingerprints at an automated gate and enter Japan much faster. So, who qualifies for this right now? US. Citizens who are registered in the Global Entry Program can use it. It's also available for short-term business travelers and even some tourists, as long as they, or their family members, hold a platinum or higher-tier credit card. Of course, there are a few requirements. You need to have a passport from a visa-exempt country, a clean record with no criminal history, and no past visa denials for Japan. If you meet these conditions, you can apply online through Japan's Immigration Services Agency website. The process is pretty straightforward. First, you submit your application online. If it's approved, you'll still need to go through regular immigration the first time you enter Japan. But after that, you'll complete a second step at a designated airport counter, where they'll check your original documents, take your fingerprints, and issue you a trusted traveler card. Once you have that, you'll be able to use the automated gates every time you visit Japan, skipping the long immigration lines completely. This is a game changer, especially if you visit Japan frequently or just want to save time and energy after a long flight.
If you are interested, check out the official website, linked in the description for more details.
Number 6. Discover the real Japan 2 must-try experiences. I've received countless messages from my viewers asking for recommendations on authentic cultural experiences in Japan. Many people want to go beyond sightseeing and really experience Japan's food, traditions, and history in a meaningful way. Well, the wait is over. Today, I'm sharing 2 amazing experience services that I personally tried and absolutely loved. First, a Japanese home-cooked meal experience. Japan is famous for its delicious food, and restaurant dining is definitely a highlight. But have you ever wondered what Japanese people actually eat at home? Contrary to popular belief, we don't eat sushi, ramen, or takoyaki every day. Home-cooked meals are the heart of Japanese cuisine. I recently visited Ginza Shusen Club in Tokyo, where I enjoyed a full-course meal starting with small traditional side dishes, a main course, dessert, and even some sake. Not only did I get to taste authentic Japanese home cooking, but I also had the chance to prepare some dishes myself. My foreign friends who joined me absolutely loved it. And thanks to a special offer, you can get this experience at a 1,000 yen discount. Second, a matcha tea experience in Asakusa. Matcha has become a global trend, but did you know that many matcha products outside Japan aren't authentic? If you want to experience real matcha, I highly recommend the Matcha Tasting Experience by Matcha Trip. Here, you'll learn how to prepare matcha from scratch, discover its deep history, and taste 10 different kinds of authentic matcha. Each one is paired with a handmade Japanese sweet, making it both an educational and delicious experience. Plus, you can buy real matcha to take home. And with a special coupon, you can enjoy this experience for 500 yen less than the regular price. These experiences will take your Japan trip to the next level, giving you a taste of the country's true culture. If you're interested, check out the links in the description.
Don't miss out on these unforgettable experiences.
Number 7. Big update for Osaka Expo 2025. Cheaper passes and no more advance booking. The Osaka Expo 2025 is happening from April 13th to October 13th, 2025, and I've got some great news for those planning to visit. First, same-day tickets will be available. Originally, visitors were required to purchase tickets online in advance and select a specific date. But now, if you decide to visit the Expo last minute, you can buy a ticket on the day of your visit, as long as there are open slots. These tickets will be sold at the information booth near the entrance of the venue. Second, the Expo Pass is now more flexible and affordable. To encourage early visitors, there will be discounts on Expo Passes for those attending in April and May. Plus, they've changed the entry rules. Previously, pass holders could only enter after 11 a.m., but now, you can reserve entry from 9 a.m. instead. This means you can enjoy the Expo at a lower cost and with more flexibility to fit your Japan travel schedule. If you are visiting Japan during the Osaka Expo, be sure to visit this limited time event and make some wonderful memories. And if you can't make it to Japan during this period, don't worry, you can still experience the Expo virtually online.
I covered more details about this in a previous video, so check it out if you are interested.
Number 8. USJ's new ticket insurance. As I mentioned in my previous video, Universal Studios Japan, or USJ, is the most popular theme park among foreign visitors in Japan. Yep, even more popular than Tokyo Disneyland or the high-tech Team Lab exhibits. If you're planning a trip there, here's some good news. USJ just introduced a ticket cancellation insurance plan. As you might know, USJ uses dynamic pricing, so ticket prices change depending on the date. On peak days, a ticket can cost around 12,000 yen. That's not cheap, and if something unexpected happens like getting sick and you can't go, you'll lose all that money. Actually, a friend of mine from the US had this exact problem. Their family got sick while visiting Japan, and they had to cancel their USJ plans. Not only were they super disappointed, but they also lost a lot of money. Now, with this new insurance, you can get a full refund if you have to cancel for certain reasons. There are two types of insurance plans you can choose from. The premium plan costs 1,650 yen and covers not just you, but also everyone in your group. It even includes reasons like sudden work trips or family emergencies. Then there's the standard plan, which costs 530 yen. This one only covers you and mainly applies to medical reasons, like if you get seriously sick and need to be hospitalized due to an infectious disease. It's a small extra cost, but it could save you a lot of money if something goes wrong.
So if you are heading to USJ, it might be worth considering.
Number 9. New travel hack. How to recover lost items. Imagine arriving in Japan, excited for your trip, only to realize later that you left an important gift for a friend at the airport. That's exactly what happened to my American friend. By the time he noticed, he had already left the airport, and making a phone call in Japanese was too difficult for him. In the end, he just gave up. But now, there's great news for anyone who might find themselves in a similar situation. Haneda Airport, one of Tokyo's main gateways, has just launched a new lost and found search app that supports multiple languages. Every day, over 200 lost items are reported at Haneda Airport, and airport staff handle each case one by one. But with the increasing number of travelers, lost item cases have been piling up, and multilingual support has been a major challenge. This new service makes it so much easier to search for lost items. The app has a chat function that lets you communicate directly with airport staff in multiple languages. This means a faster, more efficient way to track down lost belongings. And if this system works well, we might see it expand to other airports and even places beyond airports across Japan. So if you ever lose something in Japan, don't panic. Just remember this service and give it a try.
How was today's video?
If you would like a personal guide in Japan or need recommendations for travel plans and cultural experiences,
please contact me from the link in the description section. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and like button. See you in my next video. Bye!